now, baby, we are right back on the video beat for another day after a couple days off post-Super Bowl. I hope you caught me on Twitter, though. Yesterday, 3-0 sweep, so let's look to carry that into today. 4 total picks, 2 on the court, 2 on the ice. Let's get right into the action. We're going to start things off in Golden State, where the Nuggets are in town. We get a total of 224 for this one. Boom! I am all over the over, so excellent shooting from each of these teams over the last 10 games. 2nd and 6th in effective field goal shooting percentage. 1st and 3rd in three-pointers made during the span. Each of these teams in the top 10 in scoring. Take a look at Golden State. This looks like a team that cannot wait to get to the All-Star break. You know, one of the better defenses throughout the first half of the season here, but not so much anymore. Take a look at the last 7 games. 25th in opponent EFG shooting percentage, 23rd in points allowed per 100 possessions. Expect a lot of easy points to be scored in this one tonight. Bottom 10 for both of these teams over the last 10 games in both points allowed in the paint and free throws allowed. So give me over 224 for Nuggets Warriors. Next up, a sneaky spot in Boston where the Pistons are in town to play the Celtics. I'm going to take the Celtics to cover the first half spread, coming in at -7.5. So, my God, Joe, it's the second game of a back-to-back for the Celtics. They're going to be tired. Cut the crap! I don't want to hear it for a goddamn second. This is a very, very, very hot spot for the Boston Celtics this season. 9-1 against the spread in the first half when in the second game of a back-to-back, which is the situation here tonight. Take a look at first half point margin over the last 10 games. 2nd for the Celtics versus dead last for the Pistons. And this is normal for the Pistons here. Not good on the road in the first half. 11-17-1 against the spread with an average point margin of -9.07. So if they play their average, that's going to be a cover for the Celtics here in this one. Enormous defensive edge for Boston in this game. They're going to have edges all over the court in this one, especially on defense. So opponent EFG over the last 10 first versus 26. Points allowed first versus 27th. This is the last game before the All-Star break for Boston, so expect a full effort as they look to close out the first half of the season strong. Next up, we're off to the ice, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take the red-hot Calgary Flames in regulation, -130 versus the Ducks, so a major defensive advantage for Calgary in this game. Expected goals allowed over the last 10 games. 1st versus 30th. High danger chances allowed in the span. 2nd versus 30th. Shots allowed 1st versus 28th. And what do you know? Calgary also has a major advantage on the offensive end. 4 or more goals in 6 straight games for Calgary. 4th versus 29th in expected goals over the last 10 games. Calgary is just absolutely dominating the NHL. Probably the hottest team in the league right now. 7 straight wins overall, outscoring the opponent 31-11 in this span. 7 straight wins at home. Some very tough competition in that span, and expect their number 1 goalie to be in net after having the night off last night. And we're going to wrap things up with a very sexy game out in Las Vegas. We got the Colorado Avalanche in town, and I'm going to take Colorado -124. So surprising loss for the Avalanche there last night versus Dallas. But this is a team that you want to back following a loss. 9-3 after a loss on the season, including 6 straight wins in this spot. They haven't lost back-to-back games since early November. Also pretty good in the second game of a back-to-back, 4-1 this season. Expected goals for percentage, big advantage for Colorado here. 6 versus 22nd, excuse me. And Vegas's poor defense really stands out here, coming in at 31st in expected goals allowed over the last 10 games. That's not good going against a Colorado Avalanche offense that's 5th in expected goals within this span. And then take a look at net. We're going to have a big advantage for Colorado here. Starter versus backup. Darcy Kemper had the night off last night. Colorado was 16-2 in his last 18 starts. Robin Lehner out of the lineup for Vegas with an upper body injury. So there you have it. My best bets of the night. If you're looking to do some handicapping tonight, head on over to oddshark.com. All the information you need to make some winning picks on game day. Drop your best bets of the night in the comment section right down there. Good luck with your bets tonight, unless you are fading me. And as always, keep chasing that paper. Woo! Yeah!